Finish those rats! Once again, you cheat death.
Sometimes you'll be playing a game and you think, bloody hell, this voice sounds familiar. Then you spend an hour being annoyed with yourself for not being able to find the name of the voice actor you recognize. Then finally someone mentions the actor and you can breathe a sigh of relief. Well, if you've ever experienced that, this is the list for you, because we're going to talk about 10 celebrity voiceovers who aced their video game roles.
I am here to solve the world's problems. And I believe the world...
LA Confidential, American Beauty, Seven, The Usual Suspects, House of Cards, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's a natural progression, right? Well, it certainly was a natural progression for Kevin Spacey, who took on the role of Jonathan Irons, the malevolent CEO of a massive private military corporation.
The real heroes of the day are the men and women of Atlas. I couldn't be prouder of what they accomplished out there this week.
While Advanced Warfare itself wasn't the greatest game in the franchise, Kevin Spacey definitely took this role seriously and delivers a classic and memorable performance that still makes an average game stand out above the crowd, and kept Call of Duty's tradition of big-name cameos delivering good performances. Let's not talk about Kit Harington's cameo, shall we?
Attack the United States. The United States has had the world in a constant state of war for over 100 years.
It's being erased.
Goodbye, Shepard. Please relieve her of it. And then bring me the data.
Up next in our little walk of fame is Martin Sheen, from Apocalypse Now and The Departed, portraying the elusive man in the Mass Effect series.
You're in my chair. You never truly believed in us. Cerberus isn't just an organization.
Martin Sheen perfectly captures the subtlety of the elusive man's existence, a character who lives very much outside the spotlight and controls his empire from the shadows of the literal star that his space station is parked beside.
Always another way.
I've dedicated my life to understanding the Reapers, and I know with certainty...
Sheen makes the transition between benevolent benefactor to deranged, power-hungry, megalomaniac madman really well.
I tried, Shepard.
I want to show you something. See that? It was your mother's favorite passage. It's from the Bible. Revelation 21.
It wasn't until playing Fallout 3 that we realised we wanted Liam Neeson to be our dad. Or at least, we wanted Liam Neeson's voice to be our dad. He's just so soothing and reassuring throughout the intro of Fallout 3. Then, he leaves suddenly. We have to find him again. Then he dies shortly after we find him again. Oh no. It's not the biggest role Liam Neeson has had, but he completely brings the character to life and really leaves the player with an empty feeling when he dies later in the game. Plus, what an awesome dad to have. A philanthropist, Jedi Master, whose kids you should absolutely never kidnap.
And the end. As far as I can tell, you're a perfectly healthy 16-year-old boy. So...
Stop! Get down on your knees. Now down on your stomach.
At the time of San Andreas' release, it wasn't too common for an A-list actor to act in video games, but this didn't matter to Samuel L. Jackson. He took on the role of Officer Tenpenny in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and as with the rest of the actors on this list, he nailed it, delivering the perfect mixture of corrupt hard-ass and corrupt hard-ass in the role of Tenpenny. But what more can we expect from Samuel L. Jackson at this point? He's always going to nail his roles.
Hello, Carl. Been a long time, huh?
Yeah, I was starting to miss you guys.
You probably thought we were going to forget about Mark Hamill, didn't you? That would have been quite irresponsible of us, wouldn't it? If you were to look up the Joker in the dictionary in a strange world where that's possible, you'd see a picture of Mark Hamill next to the Clown Prince. That's how well Mark Hamill portrays this character. It started out in the cartoon show, but Mark Hamill reprised his role as a Joker in the Batman games. And boy, does he reprise this role well.
Well, for the old sick Joker guy, Batman.
A shout out to Kevin Conroy as well, because without him, the Batman games just wouldn't have been the same.
Because now, there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, Bat.
For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on, I don't know, Carolyn, what do these people buy?
J.K. Simmons, probably known more at this point as J. Jonah Jameson Jr., or that teacher from Whiplash. Simmons plays the disembodied and pre-recorded voice of Cave Johnson, the CEO and founder of Aperture Science. Throughout the game, we're treated to his recorded messages and somewhat catalogue his time in the helm of Aperture Science. And Simmons does a brilliant job in bringing this ultimately lifeless recording to life.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be coal.
By the end of this sequence, we really get to know who Cave Johnson is and what he would do if life gave him lemons. This is in no small part down to J.K. Simmons' fantastic performance.
You might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes.
You sure you asked it the right thing?
I know this. I know that symbol. That's a Phrygian cap. It stands for...
A somewhat surprising casting choice initially. Veronica Mars in Assassin's Creed? It does seem a little odd on the surface of things, but it's only odd for the folks that don't believe Kristen Bell would elevate the admittedly small role of Lucy Stillman, the Abstergo employee, to fan favourite with just the first Assassin's Creed game. In fact, Kristen Bell does such a good job with Lucy Stillman that we were genuinely gutted when she herself gets gutted by Desmond Miles. Too soon? Probably not. It's just a game in the end. But the point remains, Kristen Bell did an outstanding job in the Assassin's Creed franchise.
You sure you asked it the right thing?
What did you say? Did you want me to slice you open like I did your friend? Shut the f*** up!
Sometimes a role comes along and it's given to an actor, and then it turns out to be absolutely perfect for the role. Michael Mando playing Vaz Montenegro in Far Cry 3 as an example of this perfect casting. You may know Michael Mando as Nacho from AMC's Better Call Saul. However, in Far Cry 3, we genuinely can't tell where Mando ends and Vass begins, which is quite disconcerting if you think about it. But we were far more happy to set our fears aside while playing Far Cry 3, and we were admittedly quite disappointed to find out that Vass wasn't the main villain in the game, but rather some less intimidating guy.
Miniature, the thing is, alright? The thing is I killed you once already. And it's not like
It ultimately felt like a waste of an excellent casting choice.
It's like water under the bridge.
You're my lawyer, Rosenberg, not my interior decorator. Got it? Listen to me. The time to take over this town is now. It's all out there waiting for us.
There's casting, and then there's typecasting. Who would you cast for your Italian mobster protagonist who rises to the ranks of the mafia to eventually become Kingpin? That's right, Ray Liotta. Even though Liotta may have been typecast, he certainly nails his role as Tommy Vercetti in GTA Vice City. The tough-as-nails Tony Montana type of Vercetti was very much given a base of realism, in no small part due to the excellent writing. But Ray Liotta certainly does the writing justice with his performance throughout the game.
You sent me to kill one man. One man!
Do what I say, and we can avenge this massacre.
Gary Oldman, a veteran of so many incredible films like The Professional or The Dark Knight. Oldman himself may have described his role in World of War and Black Ops as an exercise in screaming, and he wouldn't be completely wrong either. The character of Viktor Reznov does not enjoy speaking at an above-average volume for the majority of the 2 Call of Duty games he appears in. However, that's not to say that Gary Oldman has an easy task with the character. It's one thing to shout a lot, and it's another to actually get the character to be believable through it all. And as with a lot of roles Gary Oldman has taken on, he gets it absolutely right.
My name is Viktor Reznov.
And those are the 10 celebrity voice actors who aced their video games. They aced their roles. I'm drunk. It's my last day. Did we miss any? We probably did. Let us know about that in the comments, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more random lists here at Zoomin Games. Hashtag not my voiceover lady, out.
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these?